Yeah, hey, how's it going? I'm just back from the video, and in this video, I'm just gonna kind of be talking about how the last week has been for me, and just kind of where I've been and why I've been posting. Some of you are probably or know because you saw my post on Instagram, but for those of you who don't, by the way, I highly suggest if you guys follow me on Instagram, if you want to hear about notification stuff that pops up, because sometimes I'll post it on there, but not on my YouTube. So yeah, link in the description for that, and there's one on my banner icon. But besides that, let's get into it. I, as you saw in the title, this has probably been one of the most emotional weeks of my life, if not the most. It's definitely top two or top three. Thankfully, a lot of it's kind of done now and gone down, but um, my I'm trying not to get all emotional. It's just been kind of hard. I'll just start off. So last Saturday, last Saturday or Friday, yeah, I think it was Saturday, so 6 days ago. I was eating some food, and I had known a couple days earlier that my great aunt had been put in the hospital because she had her cancer come back. She had lung cancer and it came back. And I found that out like 2 days earlier, but I didn't know if it was severe or bad or anything. And then I was just eating my food, and my dad says yes to go. My dad was gonna go out to eat with my grandparents, my sister, and I just kind of wanted to stay home, just kind of relax by myself. And he comes home and informs me and tells me that my great aunt doesn't have much longer to live and that she's passing fast. And just hearing that, my great aunt was a very, very nice person. And I really wish I wouldn't been able to get to know her a little bit better. But she had her own kind of side of family she spent her time with, and I kind of had my own side of family to spend my time with. But I had nothing against her at all or anything. There wasn't bad relationships or anything. I just never saw her all the time. But I remember going down to the hospital. I was very nervous and going in there to see her one last time. And it was always kind of last second too, so I was kind of freaking out and stuff. And I was there with my family, and I saw some other family members there too, and everyone just really upset and bawling, and we're all kind of crying. And I go back there, and it was just really hard seeing her just kind of in a hospital bed, and she was kind of like really sick at that point where she couldn't even wake up, but she wasn't technically passed away yet. And I got to see her and spend some time and say kind of final goodbye. It was just really sad seeing that, seeing all the rest of my family members sad. And I don't deal with, I don't think I ever told you guys this before, I do not deal well with loss or something or someone passing, whether it be a family member, friend, pet, or anything. I just don't. Even if I didn't know them the greatest, I don't deal with it that well. I mean, I'm not gonna start like necessarily like having like screaming, yelling, like throwing stuff, or like I'm not. It just people. I'm just not like. It's like I show quite a bit of emotion, but I don't get like crazy. I don't know how to say it. I just really don't. I get very sad, but I don't get very just. I lose a lot of energy when I get really sad like that. Um, but I've known people in the past who've lost people, and sometimes some will just sit there and be completely quiet and not cry at all, and just keep more by himself. There's been people who I've heard about who throw stuff or just get really angry, and it's really, really hard on them. It's just kind of one of those things too. Okay, maybe I've never known someone. Maybe I've never actually known someone who's thrown something. That just kind of came out of my mind for some reason. But I have known people who have just been like really quiet about it and stuff, and just don't show much emotion. I've known people just bawl their eyes out. I tend to just kind of cry a little more. Like I'll just be a little more silent, but I'll also just be kind of a little tearful. But I don't. I'm still very sad. I don't handle loss or stuff well like that. I mean, some of my close friends in life will know that. But it's just very hard when someone passes. And then she didn't pass that day, but I knew it was coming. And Monday morning came, or Sunday night, I think, I found out my aunt passed away. Or it was either Monday. Oh, was it Monday? Monday, I think it was Monday afternoon. I found out my aunt passed away. And I was pretty sad about it. And I was already kind of bummed the whole weekend leading up to that. And then I stayed home. I already stayed home school Monday because I was kind of tired and just kind of all upset and dreary. And then I cried a little bit more. But then Tuesday comes around. I'm not feeling the greatest, but I still managed to make it to school. I'm just kind of upset still and just kind of keeping it in. And then I just kind of come home and then I'm just kind of quiet and just kind of sad and just kind of was hiding in my room a little bit. Didn't really play video games at all or do much. Then the next day comes and I just don't. Oh my nose. Was it Tuesday or? Yeah, Tuesday night. I'm just I come inside. I'm just kind of feeling a little irritable and upset, and I'll be out. I'm just my mom was talking to me and my dad, and I just kind of like had snapped, and I just scrambled a swear word at him. I'll be honest with that, and I just was like, by the way, guys, don't swear your parents. Just, if you can avoid, just try not to very hard. I'm not condoning it or telling them to do it. I just personally did. I just had a lot of emotions. And I just never really told my parents what it was about, so my mom came down upstairs, kind of mad, upset. And then eventually we both come out and was telling us because the last 3-4 months haven't necessarily been the greatest. I mean, they haven't been horrible, just I feel like I've lost a lot. I mean, I moved out of a new house completely, which was kind of hard on me. And then I kind of still moved into this house, which it feels a lot better now, and I just sometimes feel like some of my older friends fade away, and I told my mom just, I'm afraid people die, and I just don't want anyone else to die more. And I just was upset that my great aunt had died, and I just kind of got upset there. And then I got calmed down. She got me calmed down, and then just literally, I mean, it could have been worse timing. I mean, 2 minutes later, mom goes upstairs, and I go to feed my hamster. And then I notice I'm just trying to see if she's there or anything. I touch the bed where she's at, and she's sitting there, passed away. And I remember seeing that, and just kind of all emotions up to then. I just kind of snapped, and I'm just like, I remember just screaming, I'm so tired. I ran upstairs just crying, and I was just like, I just don't, I mean, it was lost that well, guys. It just was like, really, I mean, my aunt and then my hamster back-to-back days. It just was so much, and I just had like, I remember just crying. I mean, I had like snot coming like out of my nose. My whole face was like beet red. And I remember just screaming. And I was like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired, and I just could not. I was like shaking, and I just was like, I just was so just in shock. I mean, just the timing was horrible. I just felt awful afterwards, and I eventually laid down, tried to calm down. It took me about an hour and a half to fall asleep, and I just was really sad the next day. I didn't go to school at all. I just kind of had to stay. I couldn't make it. I just couldn't. On Tuesday, I known my aunt passed away, but I was kind of holding, and then just when I was nursed, when they and my hands passed away, I just snapped, and I just couldn't make it. I could not do it. The next day, I cried on and off just for like the whole day. I was just so with everything that happened, I just could not handle it. And I just was like, I can't take this. And my parents understood and let me stay home. And then I stayed home the rest of the week because then we buried my hamster later that day. Actually, it's right outside there. My window, just put a few rocks and her wheel on. I don't know if you can see it that well. Right under there. And just... Oh. And sometimes, too, I just feel sometimes embarrassed to really tell how I feel because people are going to be like, why are you so upset about a hamster? And I've been like this a lot of my pets. I mean, I just become attached to a lot of things, and then when they pass away, it's hard on me, but it just was hard on that than just my whole, And then I remember burying that, I was just bawling. And then the next day, I just was still emotionally drained. I wasn't as bad. And I had my aunt's funeral visitation later that day. And I just couldn't get to school. All my parents understood. I just couldn't do it. And then Thursday, I was just kind of bummed. But I was getting a little bit better. Oh, shoot. Is my nose... Oh, frick. My nose is bleeding. Oh, darn it. Just a second, guys. Okay, it's a little bit better now. Oh, man. I didn't even realize that. I felt like some snot went out a little bit, and then it started dripping. So, what was I saying? Just Thursday was the visitation for my great aunt, and then today, which is Friday, was the funeral. That was like 3 or 4 hours ago. But it was a great service, and I'm glad my great aunt lived a good life. I mean, she was just... I really wish I would have got to know her better. She just was one of the nicest people there was. I mean, she got to know everyone, made everyone feel special. I'm not just saying that. I mean, the stories people had to tell today were great. I mean, it was just... It's sad seeing someone go. I mean, especially seeing all the people you love around you upset too. Ugh. Oh no, there's blood coming out of my mouth. From my nose. And it just was very, very touching, a little bit inspirational, but sad, but it was a lot of things. It was like sad, inspirational, and just kind of like, you just feel a lot of mixed emotions. I know this is how it's been this week. I just, emotionally, I've just been very stressed this week. That's why I haven't posted in the last, week, guys. Just been very, very difficult. And the past, 3 or 4 days, I've just been crying on and off there now and just really just drained. I mean, I didn't think I had any more tears left, but I have some for this video. But I'm getting a little bit better. I probably won't be posting a whole ton maybe for the next few days. I just want to get out there. I'm going to try and post some. But the emotional times are over for the most part. I mean, there'll always be that thing still within, kind of there with my heart, or I don't know how to say that, with my great aunt and my hamster and stuff, but I'm feeling a lot better now, though. I haven't played video games in a week, or really done left my house much in a week, honestly. I just haven't been in the greatest of shape. But I promised you guys 2018 was going to be the big year. I mean, it has started off kind of rough, but it's going to get better, guys, I promise. We've already gained 25 subscribers within the past week, which is incredible. And especially considering I haven't been posting for the last week, because all stuff, I appreciate support much, guys. And thank you all very, very much for being here for me. And for all my friends and people who comment on my videos or messaged me on Instagram or asked, people have been concerned about me and for my family and everything. Thank you guys very, very much. Just, if there's one thing I want you guys to take away from this, it's to spend as much time as you can with somebody, because, I mean, you never know when they're going to be gone. Most likely, if they're a healthy person. I'm not trying to like scare you guys to death, like be afraid like spend every day like it's their last years. No, but like spend time with people you love. Don't take things for granted, and just remember that it's okay to grieve in different ways. I mean, I've been on and off just crying. I mean, as I said before, there's people that will just have like a poker face and not do like anything. There's people who will literally break stuff. I mean, I've never personally known who was actually broken something, but I've heard stories of other people knowing that. There's people, well, maybe not breaking stuff's the best way to do things, but there's just so many emotions. Some people will just get really sad and start crying. Some people will just like run in circles. Which I'm not trying to make fun of anyone, guys. I'm just saying that's kind of how it is sometimes. I mean, it just shows in many different ways and forms. But yeah, guys. I'll admit, I sometimes feel embarrassed just to cry out in front of people or just say stuff because I just don't. I think sometimes it too. I'm not trying to act like I am. I just try to play the tough guy sometimes. It's just kind of hard to do that. I try to think I'm somewhat tough. I don't want to be like some big beastie guy or something or anything. It's especially just because it's just hard for me to do around anyone besides me, like my mom or dad sometimes. But overall, that's one thing I want everyone to take. Spend time with your loved ones, family members. Don't take things for granted. Cherish all the moments. And yeah, don't feel embarrassed, guys, however you upset or if you want to tell someone how you feel in stages like this, especially. Because there's completely normal feelings if you're feeling something. But I'm feeling a little bit better. Probably tomorrow we get to go get a new pet, which I'm excited for. Which I know you guys are gonna be like, Zach, your old one just passed away. Yes, but I know. I mean, I just like having like a little like hamster or gerbil or something in my room. I'm gonna miss my hamster quite a bit, but she lived a good life. I mean, you guys seen the building her hamster dream cage video, which I did about a year and a half ago. But yeah, I'm probably gonna go to the. I'm going. Actually, no. My mom said I'm gonna go to the pet store tomorrow. I might actually do a little bit of filming of that and just showing you guys. I have to get a whole new cage and everything though because my this one over here that Pina was in. I mean, we just want to be sure just in case she did have some sort of sickness, something we didn't know about. We don't have the same cage. Too. Plus, I just kind of want to start all fresh and new out. And the other part, I had to shrink her down to a smaller cage because the other one last week that she had on it broke and snapped on one of the hinges really bad. I couldn't even fix it. But it was just the original one that way you had at the old house. I couldn't have it. It was so big, and every time I wanted to clean it, it was just took so long. Then she would like go to the bathroom in the tubes all the time and stuff. I mean, it was such a mess to clean. I mean, it was just too hard. Her cage that I had here was better just because it was more room, a lot. I mean, it wasn't more, it was a little less space, but it was still a good size. She never went the other one either way, so tomorrow I'm not sure what type of cage I'm gonna get tomorrow though. I'm just excited. I mean, it's anytime I'll be always sad that he's gone, but at the same time I'm excited to get a new pet. I don't know, she's my nose and start bleeding again. Okay, good. But it's just I'm excited, really excited for tomorrow. Also kind of relieved too, just this whole emotions for the most part are done now. No more funerals or visitations anymore, at least hopefully for a long time. But I know my hamster in a better place now, but it's just it's tough. And there's so much stuff going on in 1 week. And I missed 4 of the 5 days of school, so I'm going to go back there next week. But that's not my biggest concern. I'm just glad a lot of it's all over. I'm feeling a little better now, guys. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching. I know it was a little bit of a longer video, but I kind of need this just kind of a little bit of a grieving video and just kind of explain things thoroughly. Plus, it's been a while too. But I appreciate all you very, very much for the support on this channel, especially the last just even week. I mean, getting 20 subscribers. If there is one video, guys, I'm gonna ask for this one. It is a little bit. I mean, I don't want to feel. It's a little bit feeling sorry for me, but just please, if you're not gonna like most of my videos, like this one. I mean, this would mean a lot to me if you guys can like this video, because this is one of my more meaningful and deeper ones. I mean, just please like this video. Even if you don't like videos regularly, please like this video. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, thank you all very much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. I'll probably do a little bit of filming tomorrow when I get my new pet. But I'd like to thank you, everyone, for the support last week, and everything else, being patient while I haven't posted much. Thank you very much for watching. God bless, and good night.